Hi, welcome to The Incompetent Cook. I'm The Incompetent Cook, aka Andrew Cadnack, and we're starting a series about healthy eating, and particularly today we're going to look at breakfast. So my idea of breakfast is usually eating a cold pizza in shame in the car at red lights. Apparently, that's not the right thing to do. So we're going to bring in a real expert on healthy eating and about this beautiful, supernatural Bircher Muesli. Ladies and gentlemen, Janella Purcell.
Hello.
Janella, thanks for coming in.
Do you really eat cold pizza in the car?
Well, I mean
It should be warm.
it might be warm. I mean, I might let
Then
it
you would
sit
be
there for a little
ashamed.
bit. It's warm if I've been driving for about half an hour. It'll warm up. I'll just put it in the sun and it'll be okay. There's a tip for all the kids out there.
It's
if
really
you want
good
to
we're
eat
doing this.
So this is actually looks really good. I have to admit, even I'm not a healthy eater, but I love Bircher Muesli.
So
this
we're
is
making
great.
Bircher Muesli.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got everything set out here. So we've got. Do you want to take us through these ingredients here?
Yeah. So what we've got over here is lemon rind that's zested, walnuts, goji berries. So the goji berries, it's good if they can be organic, because otherwise they're preserved in sulfur dioxide, and that stuff gives you upper respiratory infections. So hives, allergies, sinus, migraine, so all dried fruit. Pepitas, which is the inside of pumpkin seeds, and then chia seeds, which are a really high source of calcium, about 200 times higher in calcium than milk, and omega-3, so they make you smart and pretty, really, basically. Yogurt, so full fat and no sugar, and organic preferably, which is what you went out and bought.
Well,
so he's in the good books.
I'm a slave to health, what can I tell you?
Yeah, well, obviously. And then we've got some coconut water here, so make sure there's no sulfur or any preservatives in coconut water and any coconut products, because there often is. In here we've got quinoa flakes. So if you're gluten-free, quinoa or paleo, gluten isn't a grain, it's a pseudo grain, it's called. So same with amaranth and buckwheat. So quinoa flakes are great because they're high in calcium and protein and iron, really easy to digest. They're a great little number for, well, you can use oats, and you can use millet flakes, and you can use amaranth flakes, but any of those. Coconut, no doubt that's sulfur-free, preservative-free coconuts.
Of course, yeah.
And
I made sure my coconut guy, I asked him.
yeah,
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
And that's antifungal, and it's wonderful to have for viruses, and it's anti-cancer coconut. So you've grated some apples here.
Yeah.
It looks really appealing.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I liked it.
It will be better when we've finished with it. And here's the apple.
No, pear. That's pear.
It's pear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you don't.
Yep.
When did you do that? I was about to eat it.
This morning. This time, so it's about an hour ago. Is that right?
You can leave the skin on. You don't need to peel.
What? Just too fastidious.
Yeah. You're so anal in the kitchen. Great. You leave the skin on. There's more fibre in there. So the thing with Bircher is that it came from Bircher, which was a guy around in Europe then 100 years ago. If you pre-digest your food, it's much easier to digest. So hard raw food, if you've got digestive problems, isn't a good look. So you can make a big batch of this for the week on Sunday night, chuck it in the fridge, and I put mine in a little bucket. It's my blueberry bucket from the markets, actually. And leave it in there all week, and you can just take it out as you want, and then add the what's that? Yogurt. So traditionally they use fruit juice or pear juice to soak their grains, and they use oats in the old days.
Yeah.
But juice is very high in sugar, so this is my version of it. So should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it. So what's the first
you pick
step?
a coloured bowl.
Green.
Go green.
Yep, okay, green it is.
Yeah, it's not easy being green, so let's
it's a good motto.
get that one. So let's put in, say, this is going to last you probably about 4 days, this amount. Depends how much you eat. So quinoa flakes, and then do you want to hand some things over?
Yep. Goji berries I've been looking at for a long time.
Why? What do you mean looking at?
Well, they look
Pretty.
amazing. They look great.
They're really pretty. They bring some colour to this dish too.
Yeah.
You can use sultanas or prunes or dates or any dried fruit, just for some sweetness, or none if you don't want any.
Walnuts?
Walnuts. Now I chose walnuts in here because I'm just going to break them up a bit.
Yep.
They're a good source of omega-3 for your brain and your hair and your skin. You can use pistachios, you can use slithered almonds, you can use roasted almonds, you can use activated fancy nuts.
Oh, can't get enough.
Do you know what they are?
You soak them in water? Is that right, or am I
That's all it
generalising?
is. It's just soaked stuff, and it just gets rid of the phytic acid in it, which is the anti-nutrients they call it. But in the old days, it was just you soaked your lentils and your nuts and seeds because it was easier to digest them, and it is.
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
I guess you do it with beans, don't you, if you make beans and things like that.
Yeah, you can get the cans now. Which is good. Chia seeds, you can get black or white or black and white together. So omega-3, calcium. And the good thing about these things, one of the good things, is they swell in your tummy and they absorb about 9 or 10 times the amount of water of their weight. So they keep you full for longer. They use them in different parts of the world in times of famine. So you don't get as hungry, they swell. So you can make a gel out of them first and add water and make it gooey and then put them in, but don't bother because you're going to be soaking this anyway. But I hold patties together and fritters instead of an egg you can use. If you run out of eggs and you've got chia, you just chuck the chia in.
It's amazing.
Lemon zest makes everything taste better.
And how good does it look there? Oh.
Yeah, you did a great job. For feeders, the inside of pumpkin seeds. Now these little babies are really high in zinc. So that's for your hair, your skin, your nails, your reproductive organs. So if you're trying to get pregnant, for both of you, and digestion as well. You can use any seeds. You can use sesame, sunflower, almonds. I don't know what I say, which all that seeds. Sesame, sunflower, hemp seeds.
Yes, yeah.
So hemp seeds you can get in Australia, you're just not meant to eat them. But the law's about to change. It's only Australia and New Zealand that this stupid, archaic law is happening.
Yeah.
They're amazing for you. They're really high protein, they're really high omega-3, they're high in fibre, and you can't get high on them. You just like, you can try and try, but you probably
I'm sure people have.
Better people than you have tried. You can't. So I'm going to give this a little stir.
So what have we got left? We've got a bit of coconut.
Yeah, oh yeah, thanks.
That's
so
right.
great for candida, if you were trying to get, not to get it, but to get rid of it. So that, I'm just getting measurements. Now also Andrew, what in the variations here, what have I got there?
You can use, so initially in what we're going to soak it with?
Yeah, all of it.
So what we're going to be doing in this one is we're going to be using coconut water, but you can use, as you said before, cold pressed pear or apple juice.
Great, so let's just do that. So let's put these fruit in. So this is an apple or pear?
That's apple.
Okay, so it's a whole apple.
And it looks fantastic.
Yeah, but it'll be fine once it's in here.
Yep.
And pear
that's
chopped.
Pear. Yep.
Okay, let's do that. You've got it done. So that's nice.
Beautiful.
That's great.
You can also use sunflower, sesame. So I really like sunflower seeds. So
Well, great. So we just put the pepitas in. So see, look, yum.
It's already taking shape.
It really is. I mean, it's anyone, even you, can do it.
Here we go.
What am I doing? I don't know how to do it. And you can use here coconut milk, especially in winter when you can have a bit more fat in your life. If you're trying to lose a few pounds or you don't like something heavy in the morning, then use coconut water. I love coconut water, or coconut milk, almond milk, oat milk, quinoa milk, brown rice milk, whatever your water. It's kind of boring with water, but you can. And this apple, grated apple is what sweetens that right up. See, already, look at that, it goes gooey. And that, when you leave that overnight, that just soaks up all that, the quinoa soaks up all of that really yummy liquid. So, that's it. Have we used everything? Yeah.
That's it.
So, just serve that. What you do in the morning is, should we just serve some?
Yeah, let's do it.
You'll eat it anyway.
I'll eat
It'll
it.
still be beautiful like this. So, it'll be softer. So if you've got digestive problems or just you want to have a really beautiful brekkie or dessert, then that's what you want. So in the morning, you open up your container that's in the fridge, you're going to top it with some yogurt. And that's when you put other things on if you want, like cacao nibs, like little chocolate nibs. You can put those on, or you can put on a drizzle of maple syrup, which we know now is anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, great for weight loss. It's a good thing for you.
Maple syrup?
Yep.
Wow.
Real stuff, not the imitation stuff.
Yeah.
So if we put that yogurt in last night and let it sit, it won't last as long as in the fridge because it's an animal product, right? Because it's vegan and there's no animal products in there, it will last longer. So yeah, that's great, do that. And you can put whatever you want on top. If you want to put some more toasted whatever, but look, most people are in a rush in the morning. Open the fridge, pull your container out, pull yourself out the amount you want, and you're done. Or you can put it in a little groovy, sexy, trendy mason jar and take that to work and eat that at work. And the other variations here, you can use stewed fruit on top, especially in winter is really nice. Flaked almonds or any yogurt. You can use sheep's yogurt, goat's yogurt, buffalo yogurt, coconut yogurt.
Which you've got a recipe for in there as well.
What is that considered of?
Very good for the vegans out there.
The coconut yogurt's yummy and it's easy to make. And sultanas if you want instead of the goji berry. So I mean, but no wonder it's been around for ages. It's a classic recipe. It's just my take on it.
And now, like you can just see it soaking in there. That
Quick.
looks like a straight up Bircher Muesli.
So that's dairy-free was before the yogurt went in. Gluten-free, vegan before the yogurt went in. Soy-free, you leave the nuts out if you're nut-free. But it's going to suit everybody. If you're fructose-free, then leave out the dried fruit. But that's, I mean, I've got 8 codes in this book. I used to have 1 or 2 in the beginning.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, dairy-free. Now it's like veggie, vegan, soy-free, nut-free, raw. There's lots. So you can easily look through it and just see which change. That's why the variations are on the bottom.
Yep.
So if that doesn't suit you, then you change it to the way you like it. Like you like eating yogurt, you can. So you just add yogurt.
Beautiful. Well, it's breakfast time.
Somebody offer me some first. I made it. Are you going to clean up?
I've got pizza in the car.
I'll just help myself. I thought you were on a health kick.
Yeah.
It's not a kick anyway, it's a way of life.
That's great. If I can do it, anybody can. My health kick has started today. No question with breakfast.
And it's going to last because it's easy. You've got 150 recipes to work your way through there.
It's going to happen, definitely. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You can grab Janella's book from booktopia.com.au right now.